Hello friends, it's Iveoma. I'm your guide to Africa, and today I'm going to show you the mess that is my life. I am packing and my place is like a complete junkyard. I'm kind of embarrassed to show y'all this, but I mean, such is life. So I know many of you guys are going to Ghana for the very first time or going to an African country for the first time, and so I decided to make this video for you guys. So the very first, the number one, the most important thing that you need if you head to Africa is a power bank. You absolutely need a power bank. This is my favorite power bank of all time. Heavy duty, it is powerful. It will charge multiple cell phones and appliances. I use it to even charge my laptop. I love this. It's called RAV Power. It is heavy duty. The only negative to this is that it's a little bit heavy. My members in my Facebook community, Iveoma's Guide to Africa, told me that you can also use a solar power bank. So I know there's some solar powered ones. I'll link them below. So if you don't get anything but one thing on this list, you must have a power bank. Wet wipes or hand sanitizer. I absolutely love these. I think that these are excellent travel, like wet wipes, very easy to use. And the reason I say bring wet wipes with you or hand sanitizer is that you're not gonna be able to find like public restrooms as easily and available as here to go wash your hands, or there's like a lot of dust sometimes, and it's just easier to clean up with this. Also, pro tip, I use this to clean my seat down and my table on the plane as well. So as soon as I get there, I just wipe it down, because I watched some air stewardess, an air steward, I don't know, is it air steward or air stewardess? And person of the air was talking about how planes are filthy. She works in a plane and she's saying how filthy it was. Saying how planes are filthy, they're never washed. People change diapers on the trays and don't clean it. And so I was like, what? So ever since then, like, I have these wet wipes and I immediately wipe down my seat on the plane. Medication. You absolutely need some medication. You need, if you are allergic to anything, get allergy medication, gas relief. Okay, so if you're experimental with food in other countries, you need to have some anti-diarrhea medication and some gas relief medication. And then also just bring some, sometimes I get like mucus or I start coughing, and so I purchase some like cough medication. Of course, everything I'm saying you could get in a pharmacy in any African country, but I think it's always best to bring your own stuff, because you already know how this works, and it's best to be prepared. Like, do you really want to be having diarrhea and be like, oh, my stomach is really hurting, but instead of just running back to your room and getting your medication, do you want to go out and find a pharmacy near you? Nah. Okay, so another really important thing are these plug adapters. This is how it comes. It comes like in this plastic bag. I purchased this off Amazon. All these plugs that I purchased work in different African countries. And so, okay, so this is just a plug adapter, which means that you need to plug this into a converter. Do not plug this directly into the wall. And since many of you guys are renting Airbnbs and hotels, they all have converters, but you need to have a plug adapter to use the converter, if that makes any sense. This seller was the only person that was talking about just African plug adapters, so I decided to purchase from them. Another travel essential is a travel blanket. So why am I saying a travel blanket? Well, okay, so because of that same flight attendant who talked about how dirty planes were, she also said that plain blankets are not washed. So yeah, and plus it's like very convenient. Like, this is actually, okay, so I can use it as a pillow, or I can use it as a blanket, which I love. And it's very easy to fold back, because you know sometimes when you get these things and it's like impossible for you to fold back into this good size. I really, really like it. I purchased it in blue, but they sent me black, and I don't care enough to send this back. It's awesome. I've used it. It doesn't lint on you, which is the only thing I was worried about with these kind of microfiber things is at the lint, so I love it. So and this is actually a really random purchase for me. This is a packing cube, and so I just bought this, so I can't really give reviews, but the reason that I decided to go ahead and get some packing cubes is like the way that I pack, you guys saw, it's garbage. Like it's garbage. So like I'm going to use these to organize my bag. These are the packing cubes that I got, and or at least one of them, and oh my gosh, I love them. Hey, look at my suitcase now. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Compression socks. So you know, flights where you're sitting down for at least 10 hours, my legs swell and it's like scary to me. Like it really is, because I'm not standing, my legs are swelling, but these compression socks are the absolute truth. I freaking love them. These prevent my legs from swelling. So I think that's really good. You know, when you get into the airport, to buy a bottle of water is like $6. Like the big size, so it's like $6. That's ridiculous. So what I do is I fill up at the airport, and also when I'm on the plane, I just ask them, because you know they're giving you bottled water in these tiny cups on the plane. So what I do is just ask them like, hey, can you just fill up this water bottle? And they do, and it's really nice and it's convenient. So but I need to separate my shoes from my clothes. So what I usually do is I'll just bring plastic bags, and then I'll put my shoes in them. And then, so I love doing this because it keeps my shoes away from my clothes, but also on the way back, I can stuff like clothes in here as well because they're dirty. So I think it's always nice to bring some reusable bags or plastic bags when you travel. So I totally forgot. So I also think you should bring sunscreen. So this is the brand I use. It's called Super Goop. Unseen sunscreen, broad spectrum, SPF 40. It is because like it completely blends in with my skin, so like there's no white nonsense like on my skin. So I love it. I never used to use sunscreen before, but I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what, but I feel like my skin was getting bad, and then I started using sunscreen, and then like the roughness of my skin was like just got a lot better. I don't know. I never used to use sunscreen because like why would I use sunscreen? But now I'm a new convert. I really recommend this brand. I love it. Take some toilet paper. I've been in so many situations where I needed some toilet paper. So that's it. That's my list of travel essentials. If you guys have anything to add that below in the comment section. I want to hear about what you think.